And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel guys, hope you're all well. Before we do get into today's video, as always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. Yes, the international break is finally over guys. Rangers returning this Sunday, taking on Aberdeen at Pittodrie. Really buzzing for this game, really buzzing to have club football back. And as I keep on stating in this video, a very important time for us that could basically, well, from now until the sort of festive period, at the end of the festive period, I could really tell where we're going to be finishing and what we're going to be achieving this season. As I keep saying, two really important Europa League games. We've got big away trips, obviously starting at Pittodrie this weekend. We've got Celtic Park on the agenda. We've got Cup final. So many important games coming up for us, and at a time we really can't make mistakes. We are already trailing 8 points behind in the Scottish Premiership. Of course, we do have the game in hand. We can take it to 5, but it's a time where we can't be dropping any points. It's a time to be making up the ground, and hopefully, as I said, by that sort of the end of the festive period, we'll start to see if we're there or thereabouts with regards to the actual title race itself, and may have a cup with us and European football after Christmas as well. So a very exciting time, but imperative that we get started in the correct manner. Now, in today's video, guys, we've got a bit of news with regards to sort of Ryan Kent. We're going to be going through what a Rangers expert said with regards to a sensational return. We're also going to be going over a bit why Rangers could be receiving a fee in January. We'll start with that first, and that's with regards to Malik Tillman. Do you remember the name Malik Tillman? Of course, the situation with him last summer was a bit of a debacle. We had him for a loan, but we had an option to buy for £5 million. But then Bayern Munich then cancelled the loan for some weird, or the agreement to buy him for some weird reason when Rangers met the asking price. And then of course we didn't get Malik Tillman. We got £1 million in compensation basically for that sort of agreement being sort of rubbished. And then the player was sent out on loan to PSV Eindhoven. The other agreement that Bayern Munich did say to us was that if he was, of course, if he was to be sold, then Rangers would then get 10% of any fee that Bayern Munich got. So now there is reports stating that Malik Tillman could complete a £12 million transfer this January after he admitted he is loving life at the football club. As I said, the American international has flourished after recovering from injury and has now scored 5 goals and made 3 assists in 13 league appearances in the Eredivisie. Now PSV reportedly wants to make the move permanent in January, and Tillman has hinted that he would love to complete a transfer to the Netherlands. He said, "I have really enjoyed my time at PSV from day one. It was the right move for me after Rangers. The manager, the team and the attacking style play suit me. We also play in the Champions League, and that was a very important condition for me, and we're also fighting for the title. That constantly requires a certain mindset. I want to develop further in Eindhoven, and who knows, that will be possible next. I don't know what will happen, that depends on PSV and Bayern. But if PSV activates the purchase option, I don't think I have much to complain about. Then I would be playing at a high level at PSV. I want to get better and ultimately take the step up again." So, as I stated, PSV Eindhoven looking to make that transfer permanent, which would see Rangers receive £1.2 million in the January transfer window. Doesn't sound an awful lot, but if there's sort of links of us trying to buy Lawrence Shankland this January, it's been reported around £3 million. It's also been said that our finances have been scarce so far this year as well, and we don't actually have that much money to spend in this January transfer window. £1.2 million going into the kitty could help us on an attacking player or a winger that I feel that we're going to be speaking about in this next part of the video. But Malik Tillman flourishing out in the Netherlands, and of course Rangers will be due £1.2 million if reports are to go by that PSV are going to activate that buyout option in January. So exciting stuff there, I suppose. From our end, as I said, we're getting money from pretty much nothing really. As I said, we just had a thing. I mean, it's unfortunate that Malik didn't play for us, but it is what it is. Now, in other news, as I said, ex-Rangers midfielder Graham Dorrans feels the Light Blues should bring back Ryan Kent to the football club if the opportunity arises. As we've been reporting so much over the last week, that Fenerbahce are kind of done. There's been a feud between the player and the Fenerbahce manager, and a report out in Turkey is stating that Fenerbahce hierarchy have green-lighted a move for Ryan Kent to leave the football club on loan this January. Now, Initially, when this sort of news came out, reports immediately followed stating that Rangers, or a Scottish club, and an English club were interested in his services, and basically everyone put the two and two together and said it was Rangers that were the team that wanted to bring in the player. Basically speaking on Go Radio, basically Dorrans came out and spoke about the situation and said that he would welcome a move for Ryan Kent this January. He said he's been there and done it. The last 3 or 4 months of his spell went downhill bit, but he'll be determined by the manager if he's seen enough of him, if he sees him fit to bring back. He might have to come in with his own players in mind, people wants to bring in, but in terms of what Kent can bring, you've seen it. Rangers are lacking players in the wide area. You've got Ross McCausland coming in as the only real winger at the moment, with Matondo being injured. It's definitely an area that needs to be improved and needs a number. If there's an opportunity to get Ryan Kent back, I think they definitely should. Now, this one's sort of sparking a lot of debate within the space. I've already gave my opinion on it, so I don't really want to go dive too deep into it and basically bore you to death with regards to my thoughts on it. But as I said, again, I just touched upon about money maybe being scarce in January, that we haven't got an awful lot to spend this January transfer window. But one thing is for certain, we do need to be bringing in some additions, whether that be the start of the Clement revolution with regards to bringing his own players and identifying his own players. But I keep on saying it, don't go backwards. We don't want to go to Ryan Kent, because this time last year that guy was dreadful, and the assists and the numbers that he's producing just simply hasn't been good enough, even when he was at Rangers. He's 27 now. He's going to be a short-term stopgap. I don't think it's right. I don't think we should be doing that. We should be looking at the next player that's going to be coming up through the ranks and looking for a young prospect who can bring better numbers. Look, I hate to put my hands up and talk about the sort of other side of the city, but they brought in Jota and Abada, right? Both playing in the sort of same positions for relatively cheap from where they came from. Yes, Jota was a different example, but Abada always, he kind of starts on the bench for them, really. He didn't really get a game, but his numbers in total last season were far superior to then Ryan Kent, who played pretty much every single game for us. So there's options there. You can get a tricky winger. You can get a winger that provides numbers, goals and assists. So I think we should be looking to the future and not going towards the past. However, I know Rangers fans are split on it. Graham Dorrans has came out obviously and said that Rangers should make a move, and it is a realistic possibility that Rangers could make a move for him this January. It's just a situation that has been heavily reported from reputable sources as well. But as I said, I think we should leave the past in the past and look forward and look for the next big thing. Look for the younger talent, nurture them, try and get them at the best at Rangers, and then get them into the playing and flip them and get them into the sort of player trading model. I don't think we should be going back for Ryan Kent, but that is my personal opinion. Now, Rangers fans, that's all I've really got for you today, guys. This has been recorded, of course, before the actual press conference. This weekend's game has been recorded by Clement, so we should get some team news. But early doors, I don't think anything bad has happened to any of our players over this couple of week period. Matondo should be back returning very soon as well, but as I said, we'll get confirmation a bit later on. But that's all I've got for you guys. Do let me know your thoughts on the Ryan Kent situation. Do you agree with Dorrans, or do you agree with me? Would you sign Ryan Kent on a short-term loan this January? Yes or no? Let me know down in the comment section below. That brings us to the end of today's video. As always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. Thank you guys, and I'll see you all next time. Take care. Peace.